return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give to Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First and 10, Taylor now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. On 1st down, it's Taylor. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout. But still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score win. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And quickly another first down, but tackled inbounds. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That will whistle against makes a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On the ground, it's Eckler. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. First throw in overtime for Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's fourth and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt. It helps out your defense. Field position.
The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Working with a 2nd and 4. This is Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and